Alright, good evening, hockey fans. Welcome to Game Over Calgary. What a game that we had to watch tonight against the Vegas Golden Knights. It was a thrilling one to say none the least. And it puts many Flames fans that is, in perplexed thoughts of where this team should go, direction. Each game looks like it's going to be different, the way the Flames have tackled this one. But the Flames win this one by a score of 6-3 under the Vegas Golden Knights right here at the Dome. And they move now 3 points out of a wildcard spot, which is surprising considering how the season started. Now they're playing one of their best hockey in this week and this timeline, I would say. I don't know the whole timeline of how much they won, but they're almost 10 game wins as of late. So let's get through this one. This will be a bit of a long scoring summary, bit of a long game notes, and then we'll talk about where they're at the standing before we talk about the game coming up in Edmonton, a Battle of Alberta 1 that we always love, maybe a must-win one for the Flames then. But the Flames now have won 2 in a row and conquer the Vegas Golden Knights at the Dome, which I think they played an almost entire 60 totally. And if you think the playoff picture is still alive, you will feel happy. If you're the one of get a Gavin McKenna or get an Evan Stenberg or get a Keaton Verhoff, your dreams will get crushed tonight. I mean, they had the grounds to remain 31st or 32nd. That's because Vancouver Canucks won tonight. Nashville Predators won tonight. There was a lot of room for the other teams to catch up. They did eventually, but then the Flames now outworked the Vegas Golden Knights and win this by a score of 6-3. Welcome to my basement studio. Let's go through the scoring summary to begin with. If you're just joining on the chat, welcome aboard. I know it's a late one, so I don't expect much traffic to join and watch me, but really appreciate if you're tuning in. Feel free to use the chat line. It's always wide open. I have my phone next to me, keeping an eye on the chat line. So bring any topics, ask any questions, bring your friends as well, and be sure to share, like, and subscribe. So let's get through the scoring summary. It would have been Flames captain Michael Backlund for a second game in a row, who will open the scoring and put the Flames on the board. This time Michael Backlund 1-0, assisted by Coleman and Zary. And like I said, consecutive opening for the Flames captain Michael Backlund, who has been on a run lately, especially after missing that. I think it was a couple games ago. Who did they play a couple games ago? Not the Seattle game, but the game before that, where he left the game and was suspected to return. I believe it was San Jose Sharks game where he left and wasn't sure if he would return, but he returned, and now he's looking like he's playing some best hockey of his life. So Michael Backlund, assisted by Coleman and Zary. Shortly after, a shot from Kuznetsov would topple in front of the net, where Adam Klapka would tuck it in, and then eventually he would topple over Akira Schmidt to make it 2-0 for the Calgary Flames. That one from Adam Klapka, assisted by Jan Kuznetsov and Mackenzie Weegar, makes it 2-0 for the Calgary Flames. Then we thought, okay, this game is gonna go the Flames' way, and it did eventually throughout. But before that, Riley Smith would score a breakaway goal, complete lopsided defense from the Calgary Flames. Riley Smith, assisted by Stone and by Cloud. This was the moment I thought, okay, maybe the momentum will shift to the Vegas Golden Knights. Maybe they found their stride back. Of course, they had no Eichel tonight, so one of their major factors of losing this game, perhaps. But even with the Eichel not there, they were able to give Mitch Marner one assist, but he was quite generally tonight, and the Flames outworked them. Shortly after, though, right before the end of the first period, Ryan Lomberg on a breakaway assisted by Conrad and Beecher. Now get this. Unfortunately, Lomberg was not able to complete his Gordie Howe hat trick, but right after Ryan Lomberg scored, he got in a tilt and fought with Lazon. That was fun to see. And at the end of the first period, it would be 3-1. Then the Flames had couple more. 4-1 for Michael Backlund, his second of the night, assisted by Connor Zary and Mackenzie Weegar. Ever since Zary was moved to the Zary Backlund Coleman line, even though he didn't get much experiment at center, Zary has definitely been playing the best hockey of his life as well. We'll talk about that just in a moment. But the way he struggled at the beginning of the season with the pace coming from the knee injury now looks like himself vintage Zary. And Zary at the end of this game would have 3 assists overall, and assisted by Mackenzie Weegar, who will have also 3 assists by tonight. So scoring by committee, if you want to say tonight, then it would be 5-1, where Joel Farabee, what a filthy short-handed goal. Joel Farabee would score a short-handed goal after Noah Hannafin on the Vegas Golden Knights makes a mistake, and it ends up back in the net, and it becomes all of a sudden 5-1. Then the third period, it looked like maybe the Vegas Golden Knights would somehow find momentum back, because they cut the deficit into 3. Korzak, assisted by Bondon and Hartel. That was a nice shot from near the face-off circle, and it bounced in and bounced back out from the net to score that one. And then Jan Kutznatsa would take a penalty towards the end of the game with 3 or 4 minutes remaining, where Mark Stone would tuck it in, assisted by Noah Hannafin. That is the only time Noah Hannafin would get on the score sheet. A quick nifty goal by Mark Stone. But that would do it for Vegas, when Jonathan Huberdeau, with lousy effort, Jonathan Huberdeau would seal it into an empty net, making it a 6-3 win for your Calgary Flames tonight. So complete effort, except for that, I would say the third period, where they slowed down a bit. Vegas could have had a chance of coming in through, but they stopped that rightfully, and the Flames, even Devin Cooley tried to go for an empty net goal. Could have been 7-3, but it ended up being 6-3. That's your final score from the Scotiabank Saddledome. That's your goal scoring summary. Let me know how you enjoyed the game, or you didn't enjoy it at all, depending on the McKenna picture. And of course, I usually have a frame up of McKenna on my left side, but I'll have to set this aside because the Flames are back in near a wildcard spot, just 3 points out, and they have a next big rivalry coming up on Tuesday against the Edmonton Oilers, and then it's the holiday break for the Flames. Let's get some game notes now. Into the second period, check out our other Game Over networks as well: Montreal, Vancouver, Edmonton. Go check them out, give them a view as well. And we appreciate you, all the fans, for being a part of Game Over Calgary all this holiday season. Extending my Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays wishes to all of you. All right, let's head into the second period. Let's talk about some game notes. This one, I had it on my notebook right before the game. It was fresh or good to see Hunter Brustovich been trusted so much with the Flames since his recall. He's been playing so quietly good, and today he got it added to the second power play unit. The Flames then had to work on the power play. Let's talk about those stats as well here in just a moment. I don't think, did they have a power play at all? No, the Flames never had a power play. So overall, didn't have to get tested at all on the power play with the Hunter Brostovich in, but the Vegas Golden Knights would go 1-for-2 on the power play. So a disciplined game from the Flames, all round 60 effort from the Flames, except for the last few times with the Vegas Golden Knights. Oh, and the crazy save from Devin Cooley and 6 Flames The puck sat at the red line. It could have been a game twisting moment, but somehow there were six Flames inside the crease to keep that out. Face-offs, 23 face-offs won by the Vegas Golden Knights, 25 for the Flames. Vegas had 27 hits, Flames had 14 hits, and shots in favor was 36 to 26 in favor of the Vegas Golden Knights. Michael Backlund on a heater for the past couple of games. For the past couple of games, we talked about that already. How great he has been for the crew. Zary playing his best hockey of his life. I would say keep the lines same against the Edmonton Oilers when we take them on Tuesday. We'll see if it's going to be Connor Pickard or Connor Ingram getting the start for them. But always excited to see McDavid and Draisaitl battle as well. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting look. Because the Flames haven't, the Oilers haven't fully re-evaluated Tristan Jarry. They're hoping for a shorter term absence as per the Sportsnet broadcast, but we'll see how that ends up. Uyghur with 3 assists tonight as well, playing probably one of his best game of the season. He had a rough stretch at the beginning, and now he's starting to become more himself. Farabee has found his stride as of late. Got to give credit. I believe he has scored a couple of short-handed goals in the past couple of weeks. That's good to see. Vegas Golden Knights without Jack Eichel looked really poor shape and tired or a slow team. Now we'll have to see how they do when they head to Edmonton tomorrow to take on the Oilers. Cooley gives a chance, making key saves at the right time for the Flames. Both the goaltenders, Dustin Wolf, Devin Cooley, always gives you a chance to win most of these games. And there might be just the one odd or two ifs both the goaltenders give up. And goaltending has been really solid for the team. Did the officials miss and holding on Lombard? That could have been one of the power plays that the Flames could have had, but the officials never called it. Oh well, didn't matter at the end. The Flames ended up winning anyway. Talked about Brucevic already. Had a really quite a good night. Almost had a point two or even a goal, and then eventually Cooley tried for empty net goal. So that's my game notes. That's my look at the game in deep. Everybody contributed really well. The first line didn't really contribute to any points. So that was Huberdeau Frost Coronato. Huberdeau scored the empty net goal. So we'll put on that. Sharangovich, Kadri, Farabee scored a shot and a goal. Michael Backlund, Zary Coleman, that line was sparkling good. And then, Johnny Beecher got an assist as well. Johnny Beecher, Ryan Lomberg, and Klapka, that was a menace line too. So overall, everybody did their part. Kevin Ball was hitting around the Vegas Golden Knights here and there. It was totally and Hanley was blocking shots as well. So it was an overall committee effort by the Calgary Flames tonight for the game. Alright, let's head into the third period now. Let's talk about the standings, how they look right now, and the McKenna picture. Of course, this will be our topic of the time all throughout long. But before that, 3 stars in the building. Third star was Mackenzie Weegar. Second star was Connor Zary. And first star, Michael Backlund. And it was a well-played game for all those 3. Mackenzie Weegar hadn't gotten a star in a while, even Connor Zary, and good to see them back on the stars. And just talking about that, our star fan, our regular, joins in. KQ, welcome aboard. He says, KQ saying, go Lamborghini. Yeah, beautiful breakaway goal. And then almost had got a Howie hat-trick would have wanted one assist, but he does a fight and scores a goal. Magical night for him. Love that beauty of Ryan Lomberg. All right, let's take a look at the standings and where we are at the McKenna picture by tonight. So, in the league, the Flames now climb 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27. So the Flames now climbed up to 27th in the league with a total of 34 points. They are tied with the Columbus Blue Jackets. It is the Chicago Blackhawks that are at the bottom of the league now. On top of that is Nashville. And on top of Nashville is Winnipeg Jets. I thought the Winnipeg Jets were a wagon this year, but looks like they are struggling with a 15-7-2 record. And the Flames, similar record for them, 15-7-4. Now the wildcard spot, they outleap Chicago, they outleap Nashville, they outleap Winnipeg, and they climb on top of Seattle Kraken and Vancouver Canucks, and they sit just behind St. Louis Blues with 36 points. At 34 points is the Flames, and just 3 points out of a wildcard spot. So what does this mean for the Flames if they were to win in Edmonton, which we all hope that's the case? Over to 36 points, and then just need one more into the wildcard spot. And by next week, when the holiday break is back, if you are able to beat Oilers at the Dome, we are looking the Flames maybe at a wildcard spot. But it depends on other teams as well. I feel so conflicted now because now there is a roster freeze. No trades can happen between now and then. I think the only option for the Flames to now get a top 3 pick or a top pick is to trade one of two veterans. I know Kadri wants to stay here, so unless he requests a trade or unless Conroy finds the right deal, no Kadri will be traded. Anderson trade is going to be inevitable eventually, considering his contract and age and how far apart the team is on his contract. So hopefully we see that something right after the roster freeze. And then Blake Coleman, does he want to be traded because he's expecting another baby? His family was settling in. Do we see a Blake Coleman trade or not? Another question to see. But I'm going to set away the trade talks and the trade options because there is no point. Nothing will happen in the next 8 days or so because of the roster freeze. So we'll have to just wait patiently. But let's end off this one, I guess, with positivity. How the Flames have continued to be resilient. They continued to play with effort. And you saw almost a full 60-minute tonight. You saw a full 60-minute against Seattle Kraken. We thought it's going to be a long season. Now they're sort of turning it around. But again, they have a hard schedule according to the NHL and other reports I've seen. They have the hardest schedule among all other teams coming up. So can they weather the storm? Is the question. I will leave you with that question. Can they weather the storm? How would they tackle the rest of the year? Considering how the year started and now where they are with 3 points out of the wildcard spot. But it's the holiday vibes, so we'll leave it with some positivity because everybody's gonna hang out, enjoy the holidays, and probably we'll have new type of questions to answer when we come back from the new year and the holiday break. So a quick summary of what we discussed so far in the show, and let's go through the chat line now as well. Into period number 4. Once again, a quick general shout out to all of our regular viewers. If you are not able to tune in against the game against Edmonton, I believe me and Conrad will have that post game show. Want to thank KQ, Matt C. I know my friend Jack Rose has popped in a couple of times. Tokai number one, Conrad Krausert, our co-host, Denim Man, Conrad's roommate, and Lil as well. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to all of you. Thanks so much being a part of Game Over Calgary. Be sure once again to like, share, and subscribe this video. Really appreciate it. And with KQ just in the chat, we talked about the scoring summary of this game. The Flames win this one by a score of 6-3. We talked about the game notes, how everybody was scoring by committee tonight, how the Flames outworked the Vegas Golden Knights. They look like a beer league team. And then finally, the Flames are just like 3 points out of a wild card spot. I think that will do it for me. I'll save my energy when I sit with Conrad again for the Edmonton Oilers game. Till then, have yourself a great night. Have yourself a great rest of your weekend. And we'll see you back here on Tuesday against the Edmonton Oilers. If not, if you're busy with family, totally understand for the rest of the week. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays on behalf of the Game Over Calgary team. And we'll see you back after the holiday break as well. Another tilt against the Edmonton Oilers back at home. Take care. This is Anand Unnithan, your Game Over Calgary host. Good night.